Okay, we're here with Elyse. Elyse, welcome. Take 5. Here we are. What's your deal?
Okay, so my work is about my dream, a specific dream that I had. It's called, well, it's not really called anything. It's called this. Can I write it and show you?
Please write it.
On a napkin?
Interesting.
So, kind of like man versus stick.
Man versus what?
Stick? Like a stick figure.
Man versus stick.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not going to go into depth about the dream because when people look at my art, I like them to make their own conclusions.
Okay.
It's sort of ambiguous in that way. I have.
What kind of artist are you if you had to categorize yourself and tell people?
I can't. I mean, I have 4 different mediums. I use a video, I use photograms, which is a process in the dark room that you project light. You put objects on paper and you project light. And then when you
Objects on paper and projecting light.
Yes.
I do that all the time. Sometimes when I get really stoned at home, I just kind of like take a bunch of objects
In
and
the
project
dark
them on
room?
light. Okay, well I turn my lights off.
No. And then
So wait, you're saying this is art? The stuff I'm doing at home is art?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a specific thing, it's called photograms.
Okay.
So you're in the dark room, you put your paper down, you put objects on it, you put the light on for, however many seconds. I do like 15 seconds. I put it through the process of developing like you would for a photograph.
Okay.
And when you come out, it's just black and white. It's very simple, or not simple, but non-dimensional forms.
Okay.
And then that's one of my processes. And then I do sculpture. I have a sculpture.
Wait, before we get to sculpture, can I ask you how you came up with that, with the first process?
I didn't come up with it, first of all. I'm not the, I learned about it in my photography class in college.
So you're saying you and I are not the only person who've done this before, ever?
No, actually look them up online. There's a bunch of artists who solely do photograms. They can be really beautiful.
Okay, awesome.
So, anyway, I have a sculpture. That's part of my project. And then I have a large, I guess multimedia piece, which is veneer, stripped veneer, like wood veneer, and mirror on a 50 by 60 inch paper. So
wood veneer and mirror on 16-inch paper.
60 by 50.
60 by 50 inch paper.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess
How does that look?
It looks awesome.
Solid.
So those are my 4.
You can take that to the bank from Elyse. It looks awesome.
So yeah, they'll all be in the show.
Wow, that's great. Elyse, how did you hear about pigment and what drew you to it, etc., etc.?
Well, I'm a senior at Long Island University right now, and I went to a Waldorf Steiner school. I don't know if you know what that is, but I was at a reunion.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Waldorf Steiner, or Rudolf Steiner is like a philosopher, and it's a school, it's like very art-based. Anyway, I went to one in Massachusetts, and we had a reunion with all the nearby Waldorf Steiner schools about 3 weeks ago. And while I was there, an old friend of my sister's was there, and I was talking to him, and I met his girlfriend, and she is a curator for pigment.
Okay.
And she was asking, we were just talking about, stuff, and I had been involved in my project, and she started asking me questions about it, and then she was talking about it, it came up, and she gave me the card, and it was, I think the day before the application was due, so
really?
I signed it. She was like, just
to submit
whatever.
proposals.
Yeah, and they'll get back to you. So I did that, and
but it wasn't very hard for you to come up with a proposal for pigment because you just took the stuff you were doing and you had this project.
Right now my work is on display. The same work that will be there is on display at my school.
That's great.
For a month, and then when it comes down, like 2 weeks later, I'll bring it to Mount Island. So.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You're getting off to a pretty good start.
I know.
Holy shit.
Really awesome.
From college to Governor's Island, you'll be in
2
Chelsea.
weeks.
You'll be in Chelsea in no time.
Hopefully. I know someone is interested in buying my work too. So. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty
That is
awesome.
Wow. How long have you been making art?
Since I was a child. I mean, I went to the Waldorf Snyder School that I was saying. It's an art-based school. So we have, instead of like textbooks and writing in, just regular notepads, they're called main lesson books, and you draw, you color. I mean, since first grade I've been working in like knitting and sewing and painting, and since third grade we did woodwork and
So this is an alternative, progressive educational curriculum.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those.
Yeah, you should look up Rudolf Steiner and his philosophy
I
and
will,
the
for
Waldorf
sure.
Steiner curriculum, because it's very interesting.
And so your curriculum was all about obviously bolstering creativity, supporting creativity,
Yeah,
letting
it's
that take you.
art-based. It's
Wow.
very, very art-based, and I mean, that's, and language and music, but all the arts combined, and every type of, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, because unless you know the philosophy like down, which I don't, because it's kind of complicated, and then unless you've experienced it before, it's kind of hard to explain it, but if you read about it, it's easier. If you go see the school, there's 2 schools in New York actually, one in Brooklyn and one in New York, that are Waldorf Steiner schools. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Huh. So you've been brought up in this curriculum.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you went to LIU.
Well, I went to the Waldorf Steiner School from 1st to 8th grade, and then I went to public school. But I'm from Massachusetts, and an area where it's pretty liberal, and we had a really, really good arts
Sounds like
program.
Western Mass.
Yes. The
Holyoke?
Berkshires.
Yeah. Good people.
Yeah.
Good people.
So,
Absolutely.
always been very art related, and my dad's an architect, and
Okay.
everyone in my family is sort of based in the arts, so
That's great.
I've been making art forever, to answer your question.
Forever. You come from art.
Yeah.
It's just like art, and then it just like.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So have you been to Figment? Did you know about Figment before
Not
you met the
before
curator?
like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So this is all a bit of a.
I mean, I didn't even know I was a part of it till today, really.
Okay.
And I've been getting emails, but they never specifically said, like, you are an artist that is putting your art in, you know what I mean? They never told me that. So until I came here today, they were like, well, if you're this far along in the process, then yeah, your art will be displayed. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's great. And now, despite all this exciting stuff happening, you've got all these other artists in the room. You're part of this really great collaboration, this really great effort on an island. You're leaving because you have other plans.
Yeah.
You're a senior in college. What do you have better to do right now?
What do you mean? I'm a senior in college. What do I have better to do? I had
Okay, I'd excuse myself, but
prior engagements before I knew this was happening tonight. They sent that email pretty late, like not even last week, like 2 days ago.
Her big break art installation sent the email a little bit too late for her. She's got to go meet friends to play some Pong in some frat basement. Just tossing the email.
I don't even drink beer. I can't play beer pong.
would you play vodka tonic pong?
Vodka soda pong.
Solid.